everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I have a little bit of a different video today. I wanted to film a week of cooking HelloFresh. I wanted to see what it was like having that many meals, if it would be worth it. This is completely unsponsored, not sponsored at all. And I just wanted to see, would it be worth it to get HelloFresh for every night of the week? When I say all week, I mean 5 days. But during your work week, would that really work, getting 5 days of HelloFresh? So I wanted to test it out and I wanted to share it with you. If you remember, me and Bobby used to get HelloFresh every week. We would get 2 to 3 meals, kind of depended, and we really loved it. We did stop for a little bit. I haven't had HelloFresh in months and months. I did add chapters into this video, so if you look down below, you can skip meals if you want. So this box actually was leaking. There was liquid all at the bottom of it, and I figured out that it was actually the ground beef. So I do explain about that at the end of the video. Make sure you stick around until the end because I do share my final thoughts. And with that being said, let's just jump right on into the video. Enjoy! Tonight, we're going to do the lemon tortellini pasta. Lemon tortellini Palermo, it's called, with roasted bell peppers and Parmesan. This is what it looks like. Just in the mood for some pasta tonight. It says it's 5 minutes of prep, 30 minutes of cooking, and it's 660 calories. So should be quite simple on the back. Here's the directions. Okay, so I see the first thing is we have to roast the peppers. So I didn't even take anything out of the fridge yet, but I'm going to preheat the oven to 400. And it says to bring water to a boil, so I'm going to do both of those things real quick, and then we'll get everything ready. Okay, one of the peppers is cracked. That's okay. So we've got 2 peppers. Actually, in the picture, it shows red peppers. Me and Bobby actually prefer orange peppers. So it's kind of a plus. Okay. Tomatoes, 2 of them. Again, this is the 4-person serving. So we got some lemon. What's this? Sour cream? Yep, sour cream. Parmesan. Cream cheese, all these little packets, how cute. And then some green onion. And that's it. First step, roast the bell pepper. I like to save these and put the garbage in them. I'm just gonna rinse off all of this produce that they gave. I'm just being brutally honest. First of all, the color of these tomatoes doesn't look that great, and this one is already starting to go bad, so that's not really a good sign, I will say. It's not like they've been in the fridge for days and days and days. They've only been in the fridge for a couple days now. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'm just letting you know. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse all that off, start the prep just of cutting everything, and then we'll get the peppers into the oven. Okay, just to get these ready, we're just gonna put them right on to here, drizzle them with olive oil, salt and pepper, and then they're gonna roast for 20 to 25 minutes. I'm gonna drizzle on this side. It's kind of a lot, but woo! That was a little more than a drizzle, but that's okay. All right, pepper and salt, them on this side. So, oh, the oven's ready. Put a little salt and pepper on this side. Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes. Next up, we are going to cut up our scallions, and we're going to separate the whites from the green. Got my microblade out. We're going to zest some lemon. Then we're going to cut them into wedges. And then last up, we have our tomatoes, which we need to dice. Just going to cut off the gross part that was there. Yeah, it's just a little, but still. So everything is ready. We still have 10 minutes on the timer. Let's see how they're doing. Still got a lot of time. This isn't boiled yet, so. All right, I'll check back in a little bit. This is how the tortellini comes. Tortelloni, actually. We also needed 2 tablespoons of butter, so, I'm sorry, 4 tablespoons. This is 2 and this is 2. I just cut that up and got it ready. Let those cook for like 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, the water's just about to boil. I'm just gonna assemble this sauce and then I'll put in the tortellini. We're gonna add both things of cream cheese and a half a cup of water. And then you're gonna season with salt and pepper. We're gonna let the cream cheese melt and you're gonna bring it to a boil and then let it simmer. I'm just gonna keep stirring it until the clumps of cream cheese break up all the way, and then I'll let it get to a boil. So I'm gonna let that boil, put it on a simmer, and I'll put in the tortellini now. Now we're gonna slice up these bell peppers. This tortellini has been in here for 5 minutes, so it should be good. I'm gonna just taste one, I think, because the last time I made tortellini, I feel like it wasn't cooked all the way. But not in one bite, because that will be probably very hot. Okay, let's see. Yep, all done. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the heat off. Let's see if I could do this without spilling it. There's gotta be a better way, but it says to reserve some pasta water. Normally this is something I forget to do, but I remembered. Okay, have a cup reserved. I just turned this up to medium-low heat, and I'm going to add the tortellini, the sour cream, and the Parmesan. There are 2 tablespoons of butter, Parmesan, then we have sour cream, then it says to add some more salt and pepper, we're going to add some lemon zest, also some lemon juice, and it has you save the pasta water just in case it's not creamy enough so that it coats everything, but this looks like it's going to be fine. Then at the very end, once everything's all mixed and melted, you add the bell peppers into it. Looks good. So I'm just going to let this chill for a minute. Okay, now I'm going to add in the peppers. This is 4 servings, so I'm just going to plate this up. And that's it. I plated them all up, me, Mom, and Bobby, and then an extra serving to put in the fridge. Looks really good. I'm actually gonna go upstairs and eat this. I'll bring you with me and we could try it. But yeah, simple enough to make. It is 7:56. I think I started at like 7 or something like that. I'm not sure. It's just easier to try it here right now. Okay, let's see. That's really good. It is lemony. It's not too lemony, so I think I'm gonna add some more lemon juice on top. The peppers make it really good. That's really good. I'm definitely gonna eat this whole plate for sure. Hello, you guys. Tonight for dinner, we are going to go with the Hoisin honey chicken. Well, this looks fairly easy. So basically all you have to do is cook the rice, roast the green beans, cook the chicken, make the sauce. Simple enough. Which is good for me because I really don't feel like cooking tonight. Okay. Let's open it up, see what we got in here. Green beans. 2 things of scallions. That's a lot. 2 things of green beans. Then it looks like all of the sauces. The rice. Ginger. Then we have some honey and sriracha and sesame seeds. So first up, we have to preheat the oven to 425. Sorry if you can hear the dishwasher behind me, but it is going. Okay, now I'm gonna cut, wash, dry produce, and you don't even need to, oh, it says to trim the green beans. Yeah, they still have their ends on them. So trim the green beans, cut the scallions, the ginger. It says peel and mince ginger. Peel and mince ginger. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know how to do that because I'm not a huge fan of ginger ale, but it says to use all of this ginger. That's so much. I don't think I could do that. I'm really not a fan of ginger like that. We'll have to see. Let's prep. Honestly, this is so many scallions. The scallions are only to garnish it with, to put on top. As you can see in the picture, it's just right on top. And they gave you 2 packs, so 4 of these all together. That's a lot. That's basically an entire scallion stalk, 1 whole stalk per serving. That's like such an enormous amount of scallion. Bobby's gonna come help me. He's gonna be my sous chef. We'll make Bobby do the ginger. Before I prep the produce, I'm gonna get the rice boiling. So I just need a small pot, the rice, water, salt, bring it to a boil. Once it boils, cover it, reduce it to a low simmer, and you let it cook for about 18 minutes. I didn't put the rice in yet. I'm just drying off my green beans. Really, I should make Bobby do the trimming of the green beans because you know he's a green bean addict. 1.5 cups of water. I'm gonna have to open the dishwasher because my stuff is in there. It says a big pinch of salt. And all of the rice, jasmine rice. Okay, so that's on. So we let that boil. So now let me cut up these green beans. I think I'm gonna give them a little cut in half so that they're not as long. Why not, right? I guarantee you Bobby walks in and he says, "Why are you doing it that way? That's gonna take you long." I don't care. Because normally I see him do these green beans all the time. He'll take a whole bunch and do them all together. Which, you know, I guess does make sense. But so the green beans, it says we're just going to toss them with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then roast them for about 15 minutes. But it'll probably end up being longer than that because we kind of all like our veggies a little more on the cooked end. What is your favorite vegetable?
Green bean. Well, I smell gas. Smells like
Ooh.
The fire's not on.
Yeah, you're right. What am I trying to kill us?
Clearly.
Oh my god. Okay, it's on now.
They say not to turn the fire on. Put the fire on, then put the pot on.
Am I gonna die?
No.
It was on for a few minutes.
Well, it's certainly dangerous.
So what could happen now?
It's not dangerous anymore. Why don't we open this window a little bit?
Only if you leave it on.
Yeah, and then, you know, if it gets to a certain amount and you have a flame, it will explode. The rest is this. I hope this camera angle you can see the flame not on.
You probably can.
I put this on medium numb heat.
You can see that it's on now, so I'm sure that whole time everybody's just watching me try to kill myself.
So I like the pot to just get covered in gas, but not fire.
You're going to be the gingerbread man.
That's outrageous because I'm a gingerbeard. That's rude and crude.
You're going to peel and...
I don't think we made this before.
Have we?
No aluminum foil in the pan? Crazy.
You know, I did the peppers with no aluminum foil yesterday, or parchment, and here's what I realized. One, these pans clean really easily. Stuff like does not get stuck to them. I don't know why.
That's how you jinx yourself.
But when you put parchment, or I don't know, when you put something down, they don't cook as fast.
Because the heat transfer, I guess.
So, I don't mind. Cleaning.
What a blase. Why don't you cut more of them at once?
What did I say?
This is insane.
I told you I was going to say something about my one at a time.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? Are you getting paid by the hour, so you're trying to cut like as slow as possible?
It's not a big deal.
Babe, this is insane.
I think I hear dogs upstairs.
Yeah.
Bless you. Bless you. Now my throat kind of hurts. Do you think it has to do with the gas?
Probably not. It didn't bother you before when you were gassing us out.
Now I'm scared. Now I'm scared. Anyway, maybe I have made this before.
Maybe.
Seems a little familiar. But it's been so long since we've been getting HelloFresh that I don't remember.
This video is sponsored by HelloFresh.
No, it's not. It is not sponsored. That's the point.
Baby. Hey, baba.
Alright, sous chef, throw that away.
It's soup, chef. I make soup good. Just like
green bean.
It's not green bean.
Oh, this is boiling.
Babe, do you know how to make food?
Now we simmer.
Simmer. Why is this extraordinarily small?
We just brought it down to a simmer for 12 to 15 minutes.
My hands.
Okay, wash your hands.
Yeah. Unless you want your food to taste like doggo.
You have to peel and mince the ginger.
Alright.
Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Here's a peeler. Here's the ginger. While you do that, I'm going... Oh wait, was I supposed to cover it? Yes. See, you're messing me all up.
I didn't do nothing.
Set a 16-minute timer.
Why'd you touch the candy ball?
16 minutes. Starting now.
You didn't. Careful, don't cut yourself.
Stop trying to jinx me.
I don't think I want to use those whole 2 thumbs of ginger. What do you think? Because I don't really like ginger.
Is that how much it says to use?
Yeah.
It's because it's like a double batch, right?
Yeah.
I think you should do it.
That's like a lot. Yeah, but I don't like ginger. Did you miss that part?
Yeah, but it's like something you're not going to directly taste. It's not like...
I cannot imagine that there's any way that putting that much ginger into something, I'm not going to taste it. You know what? I'll do it alone. It's already burning my eyes.
Good. This is stupid.
Stupid, right?
Yeah.
Salt.
Copyright infringement detected.
Detected.
Salt.
Please salt. Oh my god, it smells so strong.
That's good.
Ugh.
You just don't like it because it was in your pregno stuff.
It's making me sick. I never liked ginger.
I know, but now it's probably reminding you even more. You know, ginger, I like it.
Ginger ale.
Oh! I threw it. This thing is stupid.
Okay.
Give it a little boop boop. It's okay.
The chicken, I think, comes already cut. That's nice. Okay. We're going to put this in the oven. We have to cut the whites separate from the greens. They always tell you to do that in HelloFresh.
Yeah, they do. I started doing that in my real life.
Yeah, me
stole
too,
it.
because of HelloFresh.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on a competition.
It is interesting to be cooking side by side.
Side by side.
Ow!
Careful!
That's because I'm using this as a bench scraper. I'm not supposed to.
Well, don't. Bench
You never
scrapers are for
gave
baking.
me it. No, it's not. It's for getting things off the table.
Guys.
Where do you want me to put this garlic? I mean, ginger.
You leave it right there.
What the? Where's it come from?
I told you, that's what I'm saying.
Alright, we'll just do this much. We'll do half.
Okay. Good?
Yeah.
Because don't you think that's a lot too big?
Could you not play with the knife near my hand? Thank you.
That's a lot.
Thank you.
God, the energy in this video is way different than yesterday's.
Did you sitting in silence like, I think this is a good cut?
Cut of what? Meat?
I cut one bean at a time. I cut one bean when I rhyme.
I love cutting scallions. It's my favorite thing to cut.
Scallions are my favorite.
Also, don't you think this is an enormous amount of scalp?
Let's go.
You was just going to chop my finger.
Babe,
Scallion.
don't cut your finger off. You only have
Babe.
What?
Babe.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be doing that.
What?
I just said mince the ginger.
I'm mincing it. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you think mince looks like?
Here.
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you as much as I love you.
Anyway, don't you think this is an enormous amount of scallion?
Babe, why don't you talk to the camera and leave me alone, alright?
Why are you here then?
Well, I'm just kidding. Guys, I was just kidding. I was just kidding.
Abuse.
Logged.
Elder abuse.
Elder, true.
Okay, so we've got our scallions.
That means
Put them
scallion.
here for now. Out of the way. Is this chicken chopped up or what? Yeah.
Is this chicken chopped up or what, ladies and gentlemen?
Came in two different things, as you can see. Hoisin, honey, 3 tablespoons of water. Hoisin,
What is this? Why is it all cut into weird pieces?
And then
so slimy.
because it's gonna cook like that. I'm not gonna put too much. You know, I'll just put 1 whole packet. Sriracha's not that spicy. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little. And I'm gonna add the scallion whites and I'm gonna add the sauce. Then you just let this thicken, and that will be it. So I actually divided it into 3 servings rather than 4 because I feel like for this one, the chicken portion is kind of small. I know Bobby's gonna want more, so there's no sense in saving an extra thing and dividing it out. And that's it. Cheers.
Interesting flavor. Not how I expected it to taste.
I could taste the ginger.
Yeah.
Way too much like I thought.
We only put half.
Imagine I put the whole thing.
I don't think it's overpowering. Pretty good.
Actually, it's pretty good, but I wouldn't get this one again, honestly. But Okay, ready?
Hello. I love pork.
I think it's cooked nice. I overcooked the carrots so they would be softer.
Extra overcooked.
That's why the onions are so cooked.
They're good.
But I like the onions like that anyway.
Sauce has an interesting flavor. I can't put my finger on it.
Rosemary.
I could definitely taste the rosemary.
I think that's why I don't like it that much. Because I'm not a huge fan of rosemary.
Else. I like rosemary. Very good.
Oh God, such a faker. Very good.
Leave me alone. I'm hungry.
Wow. Alright guys, it's another day. We're making some one pot Mexicali black bean soup. Looks good. We're actually making this for lunch today. There's no meat in it. All easy ingredients, so it should be super easy. The only thing I have to do is chop up an onion. Basically just adding everything to a pot. So let's do it. Corn chips. Cheddar cheese. Ooh, this onion has seen better days. That's weird. I guess I'll cut it and make sure it's okay. Otherwise, I have an onion in the pantry. Black beans. Spices, tomato puree. This onion looks fine. What is this? Tex-Mex paste. Veggie stock. And then the crema. Okay, so it says to drain these beans and to drain these beans and reserve the liquid. So I'm going to do that. And then dice the onions. I think it's fine. It's just like dirty on the outside. Yeah, the onion's fine inside, so I'm glad I didn't just throw it away. Okay, next up we're gonna heat some olive oil and cook the onion. Now we're going to add the Southwest spice blends. Looks like hash browns. You could definitely trick me into thinking this was hash browns. Alright, now it says to add the tomato paste and the Tex-Mex sauce. So it says to let this just cook for a minute to let it get a little darkened, so this looks fine. So now I'm going to add the stock concentrates, water, the beans, and 1/4 cup of the reserved bean liquid, or 1/2 cup of the bean liquid. Then we have 3 cups of water. So we're going to add some salt and pepper. Don't ask me why I'm using this mini spatula to stir the soup, but... Okay, so now we're going to let it come to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, and let it cook for about 5 to 8 minutes. And you're going to stir it occasionally and let it get thick, and then we will add the toppings. It's boiling away. And it's definitely thickened up, so I am about to shut this off and plate it up. I thought I was recording this whole time, and I wasn't at all. I just added, I literally, oh my gosh, was not recording anything. But here's the final outcome. I added some cheddar cheese. I added some corn tortilla chips. And I added the red pepper crema drizzled on top. So it looks really good. Gonna try it. This is what I look like. So why I'm putting myself on the internet like this, I don't know. But I gotta try this for you guys. So. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. That's really good. I was not expecting to like it that much because I'm really not a huge soup person. And I'm not a huge black bean person either. So this is really, really good though. It's nice and like thick. You know why I think I like it? It's because it's more kind of like a chili. It's really good. All right, you guys, we're back with dinner. Tonight is beef flautas supreme with pico de gallo and smoky red pepper crema. This looks really good. I have a feeling this is gonna be really good. This is the one I was most excited for in this box. So, directions. I spared you seeing me cut onions again. So I have like approximately 2 tablespoons here of minced onion. And then I have the sliced onion here. So we just had to do that. I already have the oven preheating to 425. And now I'm gonna heat some oil in a pan, cook the sliced onions. We're gonna add the beef, add the Southwest spice blends. Then you add the Tex-Mex paste, water, and that makes the mixture. And then you roll the mixture up with cheese and tortillas and you're gonna bake it and finish it. Very simple, so let's do it. Just put the onions in, so we'll let those cook for a little bit, and then we'll add the beef. I'm just dicing up this tomato because we're gonna make the pico de gallo. So the pico de gallo is just the minced onion and the diced tomatoes, and it just says to add salt, but I feel like it needs more than that. So it says to line it with foil, but I'm just going to use parchment paper. Okay, the meat is cooking. I'm going to add in the Southwest blends. Now we're going to add the, what is this called? The Tex-Mex paste. Wasn't this just in the last one that I did today for lunch for the soup? I think it was. Also going to add half a cup of water. Look at all these dishes I have over here. Tonight's going to be a very annoying dish night. We're going to let it come to a simmer. And we're just gonna let this simmer until it gets thickened. So this is definitely thickened, all ready to go. Looks like that. So then what it says to do is, you have tortillas, you get 3 per serving, so it's 12 tortillas here. Some cheese. It says to take a tortilla, coat it with oil, right? Because that's how you're gonna get like that crispy texture from the oven. Then put the cheese in. Put a fourth a cup of meat in, cheese, roll it up, and put it on the baking sheet. It says to use about a tablespoon, so I'm just gonna put in whatever I think. And it says to roll from the filling side. And then place it on here, seam side down. I just made a mistake on these 3 last ones. I think I put the oil side on the inside, so I'm gonna have to rub some on the outside. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. Perfect. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Mine are extremely dirty. There's stuff under my nails. It's disgusting. But they're rolled nice and tight, and they're all touching. So now I'm just gonna put this in the oven for, it says 8 to 12 minutes, so I'm going to wash my hands first. Well, I I took them out, but sadly, I guess I didn't use enough oil because they don't look like that. These look much better. You must need to use a lot more oil, but this is fine. I'm sure they'll still be great. It's like a taco. Oh, the bottoms look a lot better. I'm gonna lay them this way so it looks nicer. Maybe it was just that in particular bottom. So now it comes with the red pepper crema, and it comes with 1 per serving, 1 pack. So you're just gonna drizzle it on top and then put some pico de gallo on it. I mean, listen, it's gonna be good, I know it is, but it doesn't exactly look like that. It doesn't exactly look like that. My tomato was super pale, which they were in this whole order, so not a huge fan of that, but expectation, reality. All right, I'm gonna try it for you real quick. Cheers. Yeah, it tastes great. I don't know. I guess I went wrong. I guess I went wrong with the oil. I guess I should have put more, but it's still really good. I'm still definitely going to enjoy it. I wish I had some green onion on top instead of the diced white onion, but this will do. I love the crema, so that's a plus. So I'm going to go enjoy this now. Hello, Editing Tina here. So I just finished editing this whole video of 5 nights of cooking, and I wanted to share my final thoughts on it. So I did make a list of like some pros and cons. Here's what I think. I think HelloFresh really is great. I think normally they have like a great menu. Like I've said, I used to get HelloFresh all the time. Me and Bobby would get it. We'd do either 2 or 3 meals a week, kind of depended. The only reason that we stopped doing it is because we both were working on weight loss, and they do have lower calorie meals, but it just kind of wasn't worth it because they're higher, not higher, but we were trying to stay within like a certain range with our calories for dinner, and it just, the menu that they had in that range wasn't that great. So it just made more sense for us to just stop for a while. But I am pregnant now, so I'm not focusing on weight loss. They do have like lower calorie things. I mean, the highest calorie dinner that we had in this box was, I think, 900, which is pretty high. But everything else was around 600, I think, or less. So I think, I'm not sure. But either way, that is why we stopped. I think that they have a great menu if you're not worried about calories or anything like that. Most of their meals are really good. Of course, you're going to come across ones and pick ones that you don't love. Obviously, I mean, that's going to happen. But for the most part, we usually end up loving every meal. This box in particular, I kind of knew it when I picked this to begin with. I had a feeling that I wasn't gonna love everything on the menu. Every week, HelloFresh comes out with new selections for you to choose from. So I kind of knew going into this box that they weren't my very best selection. Also had a code getting 65% off. So I was able to get this box of dinners for 5 nights for about, I think it was $60 around there or something like that, which is an incredible deal, obviously. So I wanted to just try it. I wanted to film a video on it. And once I had signed up, I mean, I knew I had to go with that first menu anyway. Normally, I would never get 5 meals from HelloFresh. I would do 2 or 3 at the max. It really depends on your lifestyle. If you live with others, if it's just you, I think that maybe it would be worth it if you did 5 meals a week, or say, I mean, you could do 7 meals a week if you wanted to cook every night. But I think that having that many would be a lot, and it would also be pretty expensive. If I didn't have that code to do 5 meals, would definitely run you up. I think that we're gonna stick to doing like 2 meals a week, just for the simple fact that we do like HelloFresh. I do really think that And this is like there's another slogan, but whenever you hear people doing a video on HelloFresh, they always say this one thing. Everyone always says it. They'll get you out of a recipe rut. But it really is true. They do get you out of a recipe rut. That is also why I wanted to start HelloFresh again, is because I was having trouble thinking of what to make for dinner, and I just wasn't into cooking. I think you have to kind of be into cooking a little bit to do HelloFresh because it is cooking. Not that it's anything too crazy, but you know, you do have to follow a recipe, and if that's something you don't enjoy doing, then you probably won't enjoy getting HelloFresh. I do enjoy cooking. I just was in a little bit of a rut because I came off of being really sick from being pregnant in the beginning, and a lot of food would like make me nauseous. I hadn't cooked in a while, and just like thinking of things to cook and getting back into it, I felt like HelloFresh would help me do that, and it did. I really do think it does get you out of a recipe rut. I also think that again, like I said, it depends on your lifestyle. Cooking meals like that every single night, even though they do have some meals that are quick and easy meals, you'd have to make sure you choose those unless you don't mind doing a full-on dinner every night. Some are way easier than others, but some do take a little bit of a longer time. Even when the thing says it's going to take 30 minutes, sometimes it takes a lot longer, I feel like. And that is one thing to think about. But I know they do have like quick and easy options on there. They even have like a specific category where you can only choose from those. So that's really up to you. But me personally, I wouldn't be able to do 5 nights a week of such an in-depth recipe. I think cooking HelloFresh for a whole week was kind of a lot, but I also think that it's because I was filming it, and filming it does take even longer. Even though the clips that you see, like one recipe may have only been like a couple minutes long for you, it just takes, everything takes longer when you're filming. Another thing that I think that's great about HelloFresh is it does teach you things along the way that I think will stick with you, and you will carry that on to even just like recipes that you make yourself or just normal cooking things. So that's really nice. And another thing that I really like is their customer service is really good, because as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, when we got our box, the meat, the ground beef that was actually for the flautas, was leaking. There was like, you know, stuff all in the box. So I took a picture and I went online, and I thought I was gonna have to like talk to them and tell them, but I didn't. It was so easy. You basically just like put in that something was leaking. It was like all automated. I didn't even talk to anyone, and they automatically refunded me. So I thought that that was really nice. They automatically refunded the whole meal. So I was still able to use the meal. I just went out and bought ground beef. As far as the other stuff, like the onion or the tomatoes that were paler, or, you know, I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean, what do you expect, you know? I think if it bothers you that much, you could probably reach out and maybe they'll compensate you in some way or something like that. But I think that it was fine. I've never had anything too crazy, you know what I mean? Also, I wanted to say, anytime that you come across a menu that maybe there's not much on there that you don't like this first box, like I said, there wasn't that many options that I was like super excited for, and really I could have just skipped that week. I don't know if you could do that on the very first box. I don't think you can, and that's maybe why I didn't wait, but I'm not sure. I think I wanted to just do it and film the video, but you can skip a box. So let's say the next week or whatever, there's nothing on the menu that you're really feeling. You can absolutely skip the week and that's it. So I think that's really great. But yeah, overall, I really like HelloFresh. I do. I think that they're great. I think the recipes are usually really great. It gets you back into cooking, or gets you into cooking. And especially if you're somebody who doesn't cook at all, I think that that would really help you learn how to cook and follow a recipe and learn certain things. So I think it's definitely worth it. I would check it out. So thank you guys for watching, and let me know if there's any other subscription companies you want me to try. Let me know how you like this video, and if you've tried HelloFresh or if you want to try HelloFresh, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.